So if you get bored of me, you can listen to Sally. Okay. First track is one that called The Vortex. I've actually based it around, I can really call it a concerto for, what is it called? Starling organ. Starling organ is a kind of nickname given to the rocket launchers. And when they shoot these sounds off, the rockets off, they give this incredible sound. And they were nicknamed the Starling organ. So I've actually created a sound which I thought was vaguely like a Starling organ for this piece. Anyway, let's start anyway. No more than me. I was run over by the truth one day, ever since the accent I've walked this way. So stick my legs in plaster, tell me lies about Vietnam. I smell something burning, opposite my brains. They're only dropping peppermints and daisy chains. So stick my legs in plaster and tell me lies about Vietnam. Stick my legs in plaster, tell me lies about Afghanistan, tell me lies about Israel, tell me lies about Congo, tell me lies, Mr. Bush, tell me Mr. Green, Mr. Brown, Black Brown, tell me lies. words are actually by the poet, the British poet, Adrian Mitchell, who wrote those in the 60s. And I used that in the thing. Oh, I forgot to use the radio. That's one I wasn't. No, put the bloody thing on. Okay. One of the tracks I sometimes do, I played before. I'm doing it again because it's an Allen Ginsberg piece, Howl, and somebody asked me to do it again, so I'm going to do it again. Lots of words in this. I saw the best minds of my generation destroyed by madness, starving, hysterical, naked, dragging themselves through the negress streets at dawn, looking for an angry fix. Angel-headed hipsters burning the ancient heavenly connection to the starry dynamo and the machinery of night. Through poverty and tatters and hollow-eyed and high-saddle smoking in the supernatural darkness of cold-order flats, floating across the tops of cities, contemplating jazz. Who bared their brains to heaven on the Ellen, so Mohammed angels staring on the tenement roofs illuminated. Who passed through the universe with raging cool eyes, hallucinating Arkansas and Blake-like tragedy among the scholars of war, who were expelled from the academies for crazy and publishing obscene oaths on the windows of the scar. Who cowered in unshaven rooms and underwear, burning their money in the wastebaskets and listening to the terror through the wall. Who got busted in their pubic beards, returning through Laredo with a belt of marijuana for New York. Paint pails and drank behind Paradise Alley. Death approached their torsos night after night with dreams, with drugs, awakened nightmares, alcohol and continental balls. Incomparable blind streets of shudder cloud and light in mind, leaping towards poles of Canada and Patterson, illuminating on the motionless world of time between peyote celladitas and falls. Backyard green tree cemetery domes, wine drunkenness over rooftops. Storefront boroughs of tea-head joyride, neon blinking traffic lights, sun and moon or tree vibrations and roaring winter dusts of Brooklyn rantings and kind light of mine. Chained themselves to subways and the endless ride from Mantra and broken rocks on bumped green until the noise of wheels and children drove them down, shutting mouths right to back and bleak of brain, all drained their brilliance in the delight of Zoom, who sank all night in submarine light and the Bigfoots floated out and sank through the stale bit after in desolate fragrances, listening to the crack of doom on the hydrogen jukebox. not so bad. Bar to Bellevue Museum to the Brooklyn Bridge and Lost Battalion's place. A platonic conversation is jumping the stoops off the fire escapes, off windowsills, off Empire State, out of the moon. Yakety yakety, screaming, vomiting, whispering facts and memories and anecdotes, eyeballed kicks and shuts of hospitals and jails and wars. Whole intellects disgorge in total recall for 7 days and nights where brilliant eyes meet for the synagogue, cast on the pavement. Vanished down nowhere's End, New Jersey, leaving a trail of ambiguous picture postcards, Atlantic City Hall, suffering Eastern sweets, and tendering bone grindings and migraines of China, young withdrawal and York's bleak furnished room. Wandered around and around at midnight in the railroad yard, wondering where to go. Cigarettes in bus cars, racketing through snow towards the homes and farms in Grandfather Knight, who studied Plotinus Bob's engine of the cross. The Book of the Dead, telepathy and Bob Kabbalah, because the cosmos instantly vibrated at their feet in Kansas. Who roamed it through streets of Idaho, seeking visionary angel Indians. Who were visionary angels. Thank you. This is a one I devised about last year sometime. It's really about Ada Lovelace. And I was inspired by the fact that she worked a lot and helped Babbage on the Difference Engine. And the Difference Engine reminded me of the album by Steve Reich called Different Trains, which is a great, so I thought, great, combine different engines with different trains and use a kind of minimalist kind of work on it. The other thing, so in this piece I'm using part of the words that she used, and she was also very keen on flight. She lived in the early 1800s, and yet prophesied flying. So she's very much into the idea of aeronautics as well as computer science. So she got that. She was also, so I'm using some of her words. I'm using some of the bits in the middle. So she's talking to Babbage, but I've also included her father's poem. In fact, she was the daughter of Lord Byron. So I've used some of his words as well. Just have to try. The engine has no pretensions to originate anything. It might produce numerical results not otherwise have thought of. Compose scientific pieces of music of any degree of complexity. Just got this garbage. It's going nowhere. That invention that you mentioned of a different kind of engine, it's gone nowhere. I know you're my hero, but you're not down to zero, is going nowhere. But the action of subtraction from an improper fraction might get you fired higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. Computing an equation from countless tabulations is going nowhere. The action of subtraction as the theorem of a squirm is doing so. No scribbling calculations of musing approximations, I know so. Whereas the beauty of mathematics is a windless Arabacus that flies you higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. Today I have been flying particularly well. I think you will really say that I've much improved in that exercise. She looks so beautiful, like the night, cloudless climes and starry skies, and all that's best of dark and bright, meet in her aspect and her eyes, thus mellowed in that tender light which heaven gaudy day defies. And on the cheek and of that brow, so soft, so calm, so eloquent, she smiles that when the tints that glow to tell of days in goodness spent, mind at peace of all below, and heart below of those love is innocent.
Fit me weave algebraic patterns as the jackal loon weaves flowers and leaves. If you can't give me poetry, give me poetic science.
Thank you. Anyway, just quickly, I'm just going to find another mic. What I'm going to do is just talk a bit about the Phoenix experience a few years ago. And we talked last time, I think, many times ago, of Boyd Litchfield, the poet. I did something called Nosmo King for him. What was interesting is that I was looking through some papers and things the other day, and I found a piece called his original book he sent me, called Rococo Garden. And Boyd was very much a part of that whole poet scene in Leicester and at the Phoenix. And we used to meet quite often as various escapades. One of the things that he wrote I thought was rather nice was one that was originally printed in the Phoenix broadsheet, 29, for Tony Savage. I don't know if people remember him, but he is very instrumental in publishing new poems and poetry. This is the one he actually read out once at one of the Phoenix gatherings. It's called Mermaid, Mouse and Map. Resting on the beach in disgusting latitude with a white dormouse, who is tired of cheese, who points the various stars into each other, they do not see the map, who moves, seeking longitude. There's another one here which is quite good. Anthem for a Friend. I'm watching it all as you fall arse over head into the dustbin. My sides are aching as the abuse penetrates. The dogs are barking, and it all seemed for nothing as we got drunk afterwards. That's the classic Boyd one. I think I said the time before when I was with the band once, and Boyd came up and he said, "I want to write some lyrics for you, man." So I said, "Yeah, great, Boyd." So he came up with this stuff, and he came up, "What have you written?" He says, "It's called Fuck." So I said, "What are the lyrics then?" He says, "It's fuck, 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 fuck off, and that's it, man." So, I mean, that's classic Boyd. So that's great. I'm going to show you some bits later on, but I think what we'll do now is I'm going into another track, and then invite Sally to join me. This one is another anti-war piece called Depth Charge. Just set it out.
The midshipman's mouth is now mute, his stream of youth has no use beyond the depths of despair. My sailors no longer surface for air. Ears and eyes crushed by my mighty flood ascend again as boiling blood. As naval ratings froth and frown, there are no instructions on how to drown. HMS Neptune blew to smithereens. 800 I counted, mostly teens, and every Christmas since 41, I hear Neptune crying from the ocean. Machines of war now impotent, no longer concern the important, who are oblivious to the sacrifice, now colonized by paradise. Camouflage, dream coats in technicolor, rust and peace with men of valor. Nature has diffused their original vice, immortalized, bejeweled, in watery eye.
That particular track was written for about 5 years for Cold War, not Cold Waters. It was the post-war orchestra, and it was co-written with a local guy from here called Bruce Woolley. And we wrote that together. And this is a modified version of it with Sally. That's you know. Now, the last track we're going to play is one of those. Originally, I did this at the Phoenix many years ago, and it's called The Silver Surfer. And we're going to do another version of it here now. Let's go. I've been on a dream and I've been my life in the world but so bad. Kinda like the way kinda like the way it's been gone. Being on a dream or being on a roller coaster, changing all the time. I was being on a seaside post, changing all the world. I was driving on another, surfing across the seas, in the eyes of a silver surfer, and I feel like rolling across the sand, sad, dreaming me hard. My pit of emotions, you can't fly. I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna
Come back.
Thank you. Thanks, Sally. Sally Hossack. Great. Fabulous. Performance. I think that's the thing. That's the end.
Yeah.